can you tell us about where we're going to meet Kendra when we see her on the series, and what's her relationship going to be with Carter Hall when she meets him?
All right, let's start.
Let's get right into it.
So we meet her on Flash. She's just moved to Central City, and she has no idea that she's a reincarnated demigoddess whatsoever. So Hawkman comes into the picture, and obviously I think he's a lunatic. He's like, we're lovers, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I would remember that. But eventually she does obviously sprout her wings and start remembering what's going on. But it's a bit of a struggle and a slow process.
Is it going to be, it must be fun as an actress to sort of have that arc, know the history of where these characters can go, and have the experience to sort of live that out throughout this season and possibly the future.
Yeah, oh my, I think they were so smart to pick the reincarnation timeline, because there's so much we can do with that.
Rather than the alien?
Right, the Thanagarian version is like, it's more cut and dry, you know. But what's great is like, what if, I feel like we have this new world, Earth 2, happening in Flash. Like, what if Thanagarian, someone wants to come out of that or something? Like, there's endless possibilities, and we could have a million Hawkgirls running around by the end of it. Who knows? You
seem very well versed in the history of the comic character.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually wasn't a comic book person necessarily. I've always been a little bit of a like anime geek, but like not comic books. But luckily, I've bought so many and read lots and lots and lots. Read Hawkgirl and started with it's a lot. But
You're in it.
I love it. I actually really like it, and I didn't think I would like comics.
Your most volatile relationship on the team is with Hawkman, or is there someone else that you're really at odds with?
I think right now she's definitely very focused on Hawkman and that relationship, because he's kind of integral to her learning how to use her powers and remembering all her past lives. So yeah, I think right now that's kind of the biggest rub.
Just to follow up, is Hawkman an official member of the team, or is he just sort of peripherally in your story?
I'm not sure if I can divulge that.
Fair enough.
Okay.
How's her relationship with Sarah, since you guys are really the only two girls on the team?
It's hard because Sarah is a little bit of a closed-off character. She's been through a lot, and come back from the dead and all of that kind of stuff. We have that in common, at least. You know, but you know, thus far we haven't had too much interaction, just because there's been so much action going on that it's just not having time for that. But I'm looking forward to having some scenes with her, and I think it's going to be great. We're going to see kind of every relationship really get to play out, and we have just this disparate group of crazies, you know, and very, very funny, very, very serious, very, very this, very that, so it'll be pretty interesting.
Phil spoke before about Legends being set up as an anthology series. How far into Legends are we going to see the mythology of Hawkman and Hawkgirl?
That is like the very first thing I think that we're doing, especially since we're setting me up on the Flash and Arrow first. That's kind of an integral part to what's going to eventually happen. So yeah, you kind of learn pretty quickly about that.
I know there's a lot, you mentioned before that there's a lot of action in these first few episodes and not a lot of time for character interaction, but is there another character on the team that Kendra really clicks with immediately, or has had some good interaction with?
Well, I mean, really, it's just been so much. She's reeling. I mean, she finds out she is reincarnated, she finds out she's a soulmate, she finds out basically the small town girl that she thought she was is not who she actually is, and she starts training, she's learning how to fight, and she's also found out that there's a man coming after her trying to kill her. So there's really not that much time for her to talk to anybody else.
Are there any characters from her life before she's joined this team that are still part of her life or are mentioned? Or
no, I think she kind of is, she broke ties a little bit, not in I think like a dramatic or bad way. She just was like trying to figure out who she was. I think she's always kind of known that there was something different or off about her. She had no idea that this is what it was, but yeah, I think she kind of makes the move away from home and away from everything she knew, because it wasn't right for her. She just knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the costume and the wings been like? What's that been like for you to? So is that what you would ask? Yes. You know, to have that kind of an apparatus and then to get to fly on screen.
Flying is the coolest thing I've ever done. I love heights. I love flying. I love being on rooftops, and we just do that all the time. It's really cool. It's not necessarily the most comfortable experience, but it's totally worth it. The pros outweigh the cons. Luckily, I don't have to have like a giant 50-pound wing pack attached to my body. CGI is a blessing. But the costume's really cool. I really like the way that we make them more realistic, more grounded. It's an earthier toned costume. It's not bright green and red and yellow,
Is there a bit of your hawk head on top?
Yeah, and we went back and forth about the mask. I didn't know if we were going to do it. We were like, I don't know, does she need it? But yeah, I actually really am glad that we have the mask. It makes me feel like a totally different person, a different persona, so it's cool.
And does she carry a mace?
Not presently, she does not. Hawkman is the only one who has a mace.
Oh, good to know.
Is there a possibility of her getting the mace?
I think there's a possibility for her to do a lot of things.
Can you talk a little bit about preparing for the physicality of the role?
I had actually started boxing before I got the role, and so I've been doing that a lot. It's actually been super, super helpful, even though clearly fighting on camera is not exactly the same as actually punching someone in the face. But that's been really helpful, and I've dabbled with Krav Maga a little bit, and I'm looking into Muay Thai. There's not been anything specific that we've been looking for, basically because she's learning all these things. I don't have to be an ace at anything yet, which is great. But Hawkgirl has been fighting for centuries. She knows every fighting style, and so I'm trying to try as many as possible. So I've got it. Jiu-Jitsu's next, I'm just trying all of them right now. So.
Do obsessed fans expect you to know everything about Hawkgirl from the last 80 years of publication?
Yeah, a little bit. But I'm not too shabby.
No,
I've been doing my research. I definitely have a lot to catch up on, but hopefully they'll be lenient with me.
It's an incredible ensemble of actors that are joining. Victor Garber, Brandon, Wentworth Miller, Dominic Roselli. What's it like being a part, just as an actress, being a part of this ensemble?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing to work with really creative people who are willing to try a lot of different things and to live in this crazy universe that's totally unrealistic in every way. It's like you really have to trust the people you're working with to stay committed to this world that we're creating. So it's been amazing. Everyone's so talented.
Are you hoping to see some Hawkgirl action?
Oh my god, I cannot wait. I can't wait. I want the first one.
Have you been scanned yet for a figure?
I've been scanned for lots of things. Lots of scans. So, yeah.
Are there any time periods you'd like to play Kendra in?
I really want to do the 1920s. I would love that. And the other thing that I really love about the Hawks is that they've lived all over the world. At first when I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, it's just been reincarnated in America for us. Cool. But no, I was like, no, they've lived everywhere. That's what's so cool. I would love to do 1920s France. That'd be cool, you know what I mean? Or somewhere in India. I think that would be so fun. Yeah.
With the time travel aspect of the show, is there any chance of maybe flashback seeing the lives of the before reincarnated lives of the Hawks?
I think there's a huge possibility for it, so we'll see. I think, again, they're really smart to pick the reincarnation storyline, because there's so much we can do with it now. And I'm I have a million things. I'm Phil, what about this? What if we found a Hawkman in the future? What if we did this? And what if we did a Hawkgirl here? And what if there were 3 Hawkgirls that accidentally ended up in one time period? That would be cool. Not that it's happening. This is me dreaming.
Infinite possibilities.
Yeah, it's really awesome.